trail, my friends. Oh my gosh, this is so fun. So a friend a couple weeks ago forwarded an article in the local newspaper to me about a trail along the Middle Fork Snoqualmie River that is, well, it's a new trail, and the article is about how many mosses you can find here. And I figured, well, heck, it's a nice day today. Cameras are in the car. I'm going to go for a walk after work. So drove out, and yes, I am walking on this trail and just seeing what there is to see. I know already I'm going to have to come back in about a week or two. The big leaf maples, which are huge. They're like old growth maples. They're monstrous. Just covered in thick, luscious moss. So I'll definitely have to come back because they're just budding out. And their flowers should be blooming here in about a week or so. They got these really nice long tassels of vibrant neon, almost green. And I really would love to get some cool photos of that. But right now I'm just kind of walking around the trail, see what I can see. And if I find anything to photograph, I will definitely stop and talk you through my composition. But let's go check out the trail. So I did want to say, one of the really cool things about this trail right now is that down here at my elevation, you're seeing the trees bud out, you're seeing the flowers bloom, but I don't know if you can see behind me the mountain. Oh my gosh, there's still snow on the mountaintops, and that's just really kind of cool. And there's just the change of seasons is always just so fun and exciting. The light's kind of blah. There's quite a bit of beautiful moss and wildflowers and everything, but the other problem is we've got a wind going and it's bopping everything around. The hanging mosses are flying, the wildflowers are bouncing, the ferns are weaving back and forth. So it's been a little bit of a struggle, and if I have to, I will be back next week. I can easily come here for another after hours walk through the woods. That's not a problem for me. So, trees are making noises. So I will probably be back. I still have a little ways to go on the trail, and if I find something, of course, I'll talk to you about it. But if not, I'll pick you up again next week. Oh my gosh, I found a bit of a bonanza here. On this tree behind me, it was actually a snag, so it's a rotting stump. It has a bunch of mosses and mushrooms, and it really looks cool, and I think I can find a couple images here. So I've got my first composition set up, and I'll bring you into what I have here. So I have my Tamron 18 to 300 millimeter lens on because it's an all-in-one. I can get really close to it, to the mushrooms, and get some good macros, but I'm not really that close. I'm about 8 inches, 10 inches away. Okay, so I've just got this wonderful little grouping of mushrooms here. Nothing really exciting with the composition, just focusing in on the little grouping and making it kind of pretty. You've got some nice lines and curves here. It's a f8. I want to be able to get the mushrooms that are closer in focus as well as the ones in back in focus, which takes me to about 0.5 seconds, and ISO 200. And I do have the 2-second timer on, so let's go ahead and get the image. And I'm gonna, yeah, I like it. I do like it. So on this image, I've got it in this, on this one little mushroom, and I'm having to manually focus it, and I think that's got it. But you see, it's just a sweet little mushroom right here, and all this coming up is moss, and it just gives it a nice, you know, kind of like of a, you know, Hobbit or Lord of the Rings sort of feel to it. Just, it needs to have fairies or elves around it. I really like it. So again, a 2-second timer. Let's go ahead and get this image. And look at that. I think it's pretty. And then for this final image, I just have this one little row of mushrooms. I always do that. Okay, one little row of mushrooms in this grain. I love the angle of the grain on this in this image. It just gives you a nice little flow through the image to watch. So again, this one is F8. There's a little bit distance between the front mushrooms and the farther mushrooms. So I've got it F8, which gives me at ISO 200 and 0.5 seconds and 2-second timer. Oops, let me do that again so I can get my hand off of it. Whoop, all you see is my yellow coat. Yeah. Oh, come on. There we go. Well, this trip certainly tells you that you can't give up. I was about ready to give up, and I saw that wonderful stump with those beautiful mosses and cute little mushrooms, perfect for little fairies to sit on. And I got several sweet little images from that. And so again, yeah, just don't give up and just keep looking. Just always keep your eyes peeled. I did struggle a bit today because of the wind and the lack of light, but there's a lot of photos to be had on this trail, and I will be coming back. And how about if I bring you with me? Would you like that? I'm always up for bringing my friends along on adventures. And if you enjoyed this one, make sure you like the video. And if you want to be one of my friends and come along on more adventures, make sure you hit the subscribe button and hit that bell so you know when the next video is coming out. And until the next adventure, bye.